What? Gadgets take second place? It is in fact April 25th, 2017. All right. So, it's 2017. I don't want to diss on anything here because I'm excited to see this deck reach an actual spot again. And it looks like Ryan did just that, topping his regional. Now, we're going to go through this. I want to talk about a few things here. And I do want to remind everyone that once you hear his matchups, you might be a little bit disgruntled with how this deck performed, but I like a lot of the theory behind it. So, deck profile mode time. Triple gold, triple silver, 2 green, 2 red, 2 yellow, 2 Ancient Gear Gadget, we'll explain this in a little bit here, 1 Maxi, 2 Veiler, triple Instant Fusion, 1 Raigeki, 1 Dark Hole, triple Machine Dupe, 2 Twin Twisters, 2 Storming, 2 Mirror Force, 1 Torrential, 2 Lost Wind, 2 D-Barrier, triple Call of the Haunted, triple Solemn Strike, and 1 Solemn Warning. Man, I'm doing the finger thing a lot here. 1 number 80, Dweller, Emerald, Samurai, Diamond Dyer, Castel, 101, Gear Gigant, Karen Gorgon, Utopia, Requiem, the rest of the Utopia package, Stardust, the Dragon, and Norden. Side deck here, 2 Gamma Seal, 1 Kumamungus, triple Lancia, 1 Commandant, 2 Cosmic Cyclone, 2 Necro Valley, 2 Starlight Road, and of course 2 Black Horn of Heaven, bringing down the deck itself. Now, I think it's very important that you guys actually take this for what it's worth. Gadgets are a deck that requires a very powerful rank 4 engine. Something that I think he was really focusing on from what I've read from his reports. We'll read his matches here shortly, but something I wanted to take note of, Ancient Gear Gadget. If this card is normal or special summon, you can declare 1 card type, monster, spell, or trap card. This turn, if a monster you control attacks, your opponent's spells, trap cards, or monster effects cannot be activated. That's not the important part. Once per turn, you declare 1 gadget monster's card name. Until the end of this turn, this card's name becomes that name. Do you see the fact that this guy has 500 attack? So you can modify him to any name, resolve machine duplication on him, because machine dupe says target 1 machine type monster you control with 500 less attack, push summon up to 2 monsters from your deck with the same name. Hi, I'm Ancient Gear Gadget. You resolve this, you beam out essentially any color you need. I believe that's honestly why he was playing 2 of each color. 43, I'm a little bit more impartial to that. I like what he was doing though. I know a few people were questioning the Veiler. Once you hear his matchups, I think you guys will really understand that. He also put a very strong emphasis on Call of the Haunted, saying that Call of the Haunted is a very powerful combo extender. So, I'm going to read through his matchups here as much as we can, interact with a few things here. So, round 1 was against Gravekeepers. He was at table 14. His only monster, both games, was Spy, which is really weird, which got hit by Dark Hole and Raigeki. 43 cards. I kind of wanted to see another Dark Hole. He did draw a skill drain both games, but Twin Twisters and Cosmic Cyclones took care of those. Match was done in 20 minutes. It's essentially what your deck should be doing against Gravekeepers. Necro Valley does not effectively hurt this deck at all. Round 2, table 3, game 1. This was against Yosenju's. He runs into Mirror Force with 4 guys. I OTK him with the dupe call. Game 2, I strike a Yosenju and OTK with dupe instant fusion. Again, some 25 minutes left on the clock. So this right here is actually pretty insane, from what I'm saying. Also, you can float into him. Like, why not? So ridiculous. Game 3 was against Yang Zing Metalfoes. Game 1, he starts using a scale popping Chi-Wen, but he had the Veiler for the Giotto. Okay. Pops it for Swan. He summons back Chi Wen, letting him go for Danglong. He Rageki's Danglong to establish a Karen Gorgon. Since he has combination 2 set, he doesn't read it, so I can force him to pop his scale. He never recovers. Game 2, I open Kaiju Veiler Max C. That's really good. Round 5 is against BA Noid. Game 1, he opens Grass, mills a Breakthrough Scale. I establish Gear Gadget X, and then Dweller through Instant Fusion, expecting to be able to chain it to a board wipe to play around BTS. That doesn't happen. He outgrinds me from there. Game 2, I open GGX, Necro Valley, Strike Mirror. Holy shit, that's really good. And think that's solid. But of course, he has Twin Twisters, a face-up card popper, and then Grass. I lose shortly after. Wow. That's insane. That definitely proves to you. Unfortunately, a lot of this deck can't handle crazy things like that. Round 5 is against the guy's teammate from round 4. And he's playing 60 cards, so I assume it was the same deck. After 10-minute deck check, I start with gold, silver, cancel Instant Fusion to establish Gear Gadget Dweller. I leave gold in defense to search Ancient. And since my 6 card was dupe, he grasses, I chain Dweller and see like 7 BAs and 5 Noids hit the graveyard. He summons Anaku, nukes. Gold floats into silver. Silver gets attacked, floats into green. On my turn, I tap deck the 3rd silver. So I silver Ancient Gear. Silver and green to arc his Anaku, so he couldn't be able to negate my dupe. I make Ancient Gear gold and dupe. Man, I fucking love that combo. I use silver. One of the golds brings out red to make Samurai. My field is 2100, 1700, 1700, 1900, 1900 for game. Man, that's kind of cool, Samurai. Game 2, he opens Grass, mills like 8 Infernoids, Snow, and some BAs. He ends up 2 Dantes. I open the sided Necro Valley and just blow him out. Okay. That's really cool. Round 6 was against Barrier Statue. The dude played Moon Mirrors, which caused some issues. But after a while, I grinded because my entire monster lineup are normal summons. Game 2, he opened up Twin Twisters. That would give him the idea about how bad the game went. So he finished 5-1 at a 6-man regional. That's definitely not too bad for what I'd be expecting for this deck. I kind of question why he didn't get the chance to play against Zoo. I get it was a smaller regional. I'm not taking anything away from him. I like the chance to see where the metagame progresses and things like that. And the chance to see this combo, being able to just have general combo extenders like this for Norden and Call the Haunted, definitely really brings home a lot of the old feel for this deck. I'm very curious to know why he didn't like the 3rd Barrier. I don't know if he was effectively worried about Dinosaur matchup being incredibly terrible. Lost wins kind of eliminate a little bit of that factor, so you don't really have to worry about much of that. I think the Mirror Force package was very optimal. I'm still a little bit iffy. As I said earlier, I would have liked to have seen another main decked or sided board wipe. Granted, you know, gadgets have never really had a lot of ease with taking care of, you know, large boards. And I saw down here in the side deck he was playing Starlight Road. This protects his established board setup. It looks like a lot of the time he would effectively set up a very large board. Starlight Road would eventually protect that. I don't know if he would have considered the 3rd Necro Valley. Granted, you know, we have Commandant to search for these. It's kind of the same thing as playing 3. But I definitely don't see a problem with wanting to consider additional resources to make some of your already incredibly terrible matchups just a little bit better. Gear Gadget X over here doing work, the king of all gadgets. There's not much else to really say here. Ryan performed very well with this deck, teaching the community a whole nother level of things. I never actually would have thought of Ancient Gear Gadget resolving and actually being able to modify itself into another appropriately named gadget to resolve machine dupe. Actually being able to trigger gold gadget off of an Ancient Gear Gadget is already disgusting enough thinking about that. But everything else looks optimal. Like I said, Earlier in this video, I know a few people were complaining about the Veiler in the main, but for what he really seems like he got himself into, Veiler was an appropriate call for his local metagame. I don't see anything else. So what do you guys think about this gadget deck? Leave a comment down below. I know a lot of you guys are always constantly asking me for a gadget update. I don't really have anything to give you guys on that front. I've really been more on my competitive side at the moment. I've really been enjoying Zoo, and those are some painful words to say, but you know, to each their own. So guys, I'm out. Deuces, and congrats, Ryan. Sir, I'm very proud of you. This is really cool to see gadgets being innovated again. I wish I could get the chance to do it again, but small things with strides, man. That's not all, folks. Please subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Please check out my Cardfight Vanguard channel, VanCole40. You guys will get an insight on our playtesting sessions. And please check out the Zodiac Duelist TV Twitch stream. That way you guys can follow the House of Champions and MCole40 interactions. Please check out MCole Games for all of your guys' trading card game needs. And if you guys enjoyed this content, please check out my Patreon in the description. Every bit helps to the creation of these videos. One step at a time in improvement, and that's the goal of this channel. Alright guys, have a good time, and thanks for watching.